If you're in the business of self-publishing, then chances are very likely you want to make at least a little bit of extra scratch. But there's quite a few of you that, you're missing some great opportunities here. In fact, I'm going to talk about why you're losing money in self-publishing. Here's why. And I'm going to give you 5 exact reasons. And just as a heads up, today's video is sponsored by the fine folks over at Author Brand Kits. More on them a little later. Number 1, KDP versus Apple. Okay, so you know that publishing through KDP, you get 70% royalty for ebooks, so long as you price between $2.99 and $9.99. On Apple, if you publish to Apple, guess what? They're not going to hamstring you like you get over on KDP, because if you price outside of $2.99 and $9.99, guess what KDP does to you? They go ahead and penalize you with the 35% royalty. Yeah, they don't want you pricing outside of that region, and they will penalize you for that. Apple, not so much. In fact, when you publish over to Apple Books, you will get 70% regardless of the price you put it at, and you get no delivery fees. Oh yeah, did you know that if you did that 70% over on KDP, they're gonna charge you delivery fees? So if you've got a really large ebook that's really picture heavy or whatnot, they're gonna take that out from your bottom line. Not on Apple. There's no limitations on offering free. If you want to publish a book that you make completely free on Apple, you can do that. KDP, not so much. They will only do it if another platform like Apple is doing it, and they will price match. And speaking of price matching, Apple doesn't do the price matching. If you tell Apple, I want it $4.99 and it's priced at $2.99 on Amazon, Apple's like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep it right where you told me to. They have no payments for preferential store placement. Now, I don't know what Apple means by this, but I'm assuming it means the pay-to-play model in which you use Amazon advertising to place yourself on first page placement. So they're kind of saying like, yeah, you either get first page placement if your book is selling or you don't. And there's no third-party ads, but what about the audience reach? Some people are gonna go, hey Dale, I can get so much more audiences over on Amazon than what I would Apple. And I'm not gonna disagree with you on that one. But here's the thing, if you build awareness to your readership, they will come. And you know, the thing is, I think if someone goes on Amazon versus Apple, they're not gonna go, well, it's Apple, I'm not gonna buy that. They're probably going to know in advance that they're going to want to buy from that platform. Number 2, ACX versus Findaway Voices. Okay, so this is one I've just trumpeted since the last couple of years when I found this out. Over on Audiobook Creation Exchange, when you publish your audiobook, you're allowed 3 platform distribution, and it actually includes Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Now, with Apple, it's an interesting deal because they don't tell you that when you get your 40% royalties from ACX, believe it or not, Apple takes their cut. And Apple's cut through ACX is 75%, meaning that you get 25% of each sale through Apple, then it goes through Audible, then it goes through ACX, and you will get 40% of that 25%. You scratching your head yet? Well, it's because ACX is playing as the middleman between Apple. So there's another way you can do it, and that's through Findaway Voices. And believe it or not, Apple seems a bit more keen to working with Findaway Voices versus their competitors of Amazon. In fact, so much so that they give 45% of each sale. Now, here's the nice thing. Findaway Voices has an 80% revenue share. So this means that you get 80% of that 45%. So let's go ahead and we'll put it right here on this side. My video editor can help me out with this one right here. On ACX's side, you get 25% of each sale in Apple. You'll take 40% if you're exclusive to ACX. Over on this side though, with Apple, you get 45% of each sale and you take 80% of that 45%. So if we do just some rough mathage, what we're gonna find out is Apple through Findaway Voices is a much better model. Now, if you happen to be non-exclusive through ACX, here's the fun thing is if you end up publishing to Findaway Voices as well, Apple is going to defer over to Findaway Voices versus ACX. So in other words, they're going to cut off that distribution of your audiobook through ACX and instead favor Findaway Voices. Number 3, Shopify with Lulu Express. Now, Lulu Express in general is a great platform, and I actually have tested it out through the Shopify app. Here pretty soon, I'd love to do the web API app, but that requires somebody who knows what they're doing as far as web developing goes, and I'm sure in due time I'll get that. But the nice thing is, with the Shopify app and Lulu Express, you can fulfill print orders through your own website. And here's the thing is, you collect all royalties minus any of the print fees. And you get the payment first. So when someone orders your print book through your Shopify store on your website, they're gonna go ahead, you get the money. And then all you gotta do is you send the payment to Lulu Express, which I believe there's some automation in there that can get it set up automatically. But then they just take their print fees out. You keep the rest. And I mean, it's a fair chunk of change, especially if you price your books a little higher than most. There's a link in the description down below for a full tutorial on the Shopify Lulu Express setup. It'll actually blow your mind. I would say just give it a test spin because you can at least get your Shopify account set up, I think like a 2-week free trial. And I don't have a link to that necessarily. It's just, that's what they have. Number 4, Gumroad. Okay, so this right here is territory that's a bit more unexplored for me. I've known numerous authors that have crushed it. In other words, a good friend of mine, Ashley Christ, she actually published her ebook through Gumroad. Why? Because when I told her about the quirky royalty structure, as I mentioned earlier, about, well, you can't price outside of $9.99 or otherwise you'd be penalized. She's like, 35%? Well, I don't want to put my ebook that low. Well, in this particular instance, you can put your ebooks however you want to. You can host a number of other things, but let's say if you want to distribute ebooks through Gumroad, it's considerably cheaper and you get to profit far more. So it's free to use. When you use the free to use option, it's actually going to be a 5% plus the charge fee, which the charge fee is 3.5% plus 30 cents. Let me go ahead and give you an example. If your ebook is $10, with the fees taken out, which is about roughly 88 cents or so, it's going to be about $9.12. Now, if you upgrade with their monthly fee, which is $10 per month, they waive that 5% transaction fee, and it's just simply down to the charge fee of 3.5% plus 30 cents. Before we get to that final suggestion, I got a question. Should you have an author website? Well, it's a resounding yes, absolutely. If you'd like a done-for-you option, have a look at Author Brand Kits. My assistant runs this service and she handles it all for you. This includes email, WordPress, website, and so much more. Don't sleep on this. Get 25% off for a limited time when you visit the link dalelinks.com/ABK. Do it today. You will thank me. Number 5, Amazon Associates and Genius Link. Now, I've talked about Amazon Associates and Genius Link in previous videos, but let's go ahead and revisit this. Amazon Associates is an affiliate marketing program for Amazon. And believe it or not, Amazon actually recommends to authors publishing through KDP to use Amazon Associates to promote their ebooks. Now, the problem with this is we could just stick with Amazon Associates in the .com region or .ca or whatever region that you're in. And every time that you get a sale, you'll get 4% more in royalties. It's pretty nice. It actually won't go into KDP account. It'll go into your Amazon Associates account. But either way, you see, you'll get the royalties from your book and you'll also get the affiliate marketing payout for this. But if you use a service like, say, Genius Link, which, by the way, you can go take a look at them at dalelinks.com/genius to get yourself a 14-day free trial. When you use this, you could actually get someone to click on a single link and it will send them to the region specific to them. Because the problem is, if you're sharing a link to your region, let's say it's .ca or .co.uk or any of the other regions, let's say I'm in US, which is .com, and you share a .co.uk link, and I click on that, it'll send me over to the UK with regular Amazon Associates. But with Genius Link, it'll send me over to .com. Therefore, there's less friction for me. I'll probably end up buying it versus, well, I saw it in another region. Oh, I can't buy it. Deuces, I'm out of here. This is a better way to do things. I actually did a full case study on Genius Link where, believe it or not, for about $5 per month, that's right, $5 per month to use Genius Link, I got a 1,010% return on my investment in a single month. I know, do the math on that one. In fact, we're going to look at it in this very next video where I talk about Genius Link and how to use it and get it set up. And if you would like to, YouTube recommends this video as well. I'll see you in either one.